I've been talking quite a lot about this topic in my recent videos. Don't let external inspiration blinds or blocks your sense of authenticity or your originality. Because I've been reflecting about this quite a lot since last year, 2024. Yeah, I've been making music, but for the background story, like why this matters to me now is like I used to like um no shit, it's kind of hard for me to explain it, but growing up, you know I was and still I am a creative person, right? Growing up, I like to draw, mostly drawing. I do a lot of drawing back then before I got introduced into making music. um I used to like draw everything, when I was like in the elementary school. I used to draw everything. I mean, anything. I used to draw anything that comes to my mind. And then I got stuck. I feel like I don't like drawing anymore because there is no like necessary for me to like draw because um, before I got stuck, like I draw because um, I don't have like any activity to do. But since I got friends, even since I got friends, I play a lot outside. Even in my I, I mean like even though I had friends, you know, loneliness is inevitable for me. Was inevitable for me. Even in my solitude, I can't even like draw. Like I don't know why. I just don't feel like it. But then there was a trigger, an inspiration. I really liked Naruto growing up. Really liked this anime. I think most of the kids in my age were like big fan of Naruto, but I was in different level. I was like really really obsessed with Naruto, and I just like the story and then the character. They were like really cool, and I want to like draw them, you know. So um, you know, I got inspiration to draw, even though it's not like my original character or anything, but I draw like um, many or many characters from Naruto. I drew like consistently, you know. But fast forward to my fuck man, I can I don't want to retake this, but fast forward to my high school and then college. Now I'm in college. I still have that kind of mentality, to to like to like make something, but just not like out of my you know my mind, like not out of my creativity. I just make. I just want to like replicate them, and there is like a little bit sense of me owning that character that I replicate. It's I don't know if it's complex enough, but I don't know why I cannot describe that properly. Well, what I'm trying to say here is like maybe I'm not vulnerable enough. Maybe deep down I still have something that I want to cover up, that I feel like it's embarrassing, because it's basically a copy paste mentality, like especially um, creative world, I think sometimes it, copy pasting is shameful, you know. Yeah, I think I have to be vulnerable. Okay, so yeah, I just copy pasted. You know, when I was like drawing a lot, I just copy pasted. I never like tried to experience with my own style, um with my own thing. You know, I never created my own character. You know, at that time. So I have this kind of like, oh yeah, the worst thing is, people supported me, especially my parents. Like, you know, my parents were not like an artistic people. You know, they were like just regular people. Of course, they supported. You know, they didn't push me to like, you know, their support. It's not like support that, you know, like that different kind of support. Like their support is, I'm not, you know, trying to judge them or anything. It's just my perspective towards them. Their support is like the kind of support that just like praise praise me without like giving me like significant feedback, or like at least a feedback for me to push my boundaries, you know, like not that kind of support, you know. If you're Indonesian, you're probably familiar with this, because I've seen many of my friends get this kind of support as well. Like they just like, okay, that's good, all right, and that's it, and then that's it. Like there's no like, they didn't even ask me like what's the meaning of this. Like I don't think they knew about Naruto. I don't know. Yeah, so like because of that, I started to like making this imagery in my head that the ideal the ideal form of drawing is like Naruto. Like it's like the anime character. That's the ideal form of drawing, you know, because I was surrounded by these kids that like Naruto as much as me, and then so I started to like, yeah, form this kind of imagery or ideal form of like what is perfect in drawing. And that kind of mentality was in me when I was like, was still in me when I was like in high school. In high school, when I was um, in music for the first time, I got into making music for the first time. I replicated a lot of shits, you know, like I like XXXTentacion, I like Juice World. I replicate them, I covered them, and then I shared it to my friends, and my friends liked it. And I started to think again that this is the ideal form of music, because my friends liked it, and they didn't know what I am making, you know, the original song of it. They you know, like most of them didn't know, because I keep pushing myself further into music that not everyone in my age at that time like recognized. So like, you know, I kept making cover, but it's just like I kept making cover, but I didn't like credit them or anything. So I was thinking like, I was thinking that my friends would assume that I made I made this song, and it was like pretty short songs. You know, I was just like obsessed making like 30 seconds, 1 minute songs. You know, just to impress. You know, like I was like being caged by this like sense, um, needing validation. You know, so fast forward in my college. Right now, I'm in college, even though I feel like I'm more mature or and anything. You know, like I'm more mature, and I'm more like aware about what's what's going on in my mind. Even though I'm like that. I'm still, I still feel like want to do that. I still feel like want to, get easy validation from making something that I think it's cool, and not everybody knows it. you know sometimes that fleeting thought come, sometimes it got into reality. you know so like, yeah, that's the basic, that is like the surface of the problem. The more complicated problem I'm having is, it's not that I am I still replicate, you know I still replicate, copy paste, and then discredit them. uh, it's not that I still, copy paste other musicians music and then discredit them. No, it's just that, um I it's more like, okay, I make original art now, but I'm still like caged by this, like the ideal form or of something. Like, I want to make music. I like hip hop. I like to write meaningful lyrics, but I have the ideal form of what hip hop music, or what the ideal lyric is, by referring to artists like Mike, Earl Sweatshirt, and then, because I like their music, and then I think to myself that, okay, this is my inspiration. But in the process of making music, of making my own music, I feel like I'm always like, myself is like, is always referring to this artist, so that, and I still have, slight thought, or desire to, like, to achieve something as similar to them, to the artists that I admire. So it makes me like, it's very limiting. Yeah, I don't think it's complicated, but yeah, that's the problem I'm having right now. Yeah, I'm still like afraid to, like, to explore, like, to just make mistake in my arrangement view, to add something like randomly, to you know to experiment, like. But since I can figure my problem out, I think, um, it encourages me to, like, to start, in my own way. And I wanted to say something. Wait, I forget. And yeah, I wanted to. Yeah, bro, it encourages me to, like, push myself harder. Fuck, what the fuck did I want to say? Like, I have I have something to say, but I don't know what that is. What that was. I don't know. I think, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Come on, let me pause. Oh shit. It was like, experimentation takes time, costs experimentation costs time. I want to I want to spend, um you know longer time in my production for experimentation, but, like, you know in my circumstance, right, in my current circumstance right now, I don't think it's it's like I don't think my circumstance right now can support me to like take, you know, the production or the process of making music longer. You know, sometimes I'm being haunted by this urgency to do something else, but I don't know what that something else. Well, I actually know, like I want to like continue my master degree, and I have to like preparing right now. You know, I realize my English is still bad, and you know my overall communication skill also is still bad. So like I'm being haunted by that thought. That limits me to like be passionate in my craft. You know, like so yeah, and that's my problem. I just realized it right now. Actually, I mean, not realized it. I just like made it clear. You know, clearer. You know, this kind of feeling, this kind of like, yeah, what am I just talking? You know, what I'm just talking. You know, what I was just talking. Yeah, and I'm much more comfortable now talking to the camera with my broken English, and with my hope that you know that my English will be better. You know, I hope by doing this. You know, because actually I don't have any pressure right now by you know, talking in front of the camera, being watched by random people. I don't really care about it much, but because yeah, I you know I really want my English to be improved, and I want my overall you know communication skill to be improved. I want to present my ideas clearly, so I've been practicing to exploring. I've been practicing to um, talk my ideas out, so that I can present, so that I can like present more you know complex ideas, because I think complexity, I find beauty in complexity. I think I'm more like, I like simplicity, but I I I am used to simplicity, and now I'm interested in complexity. That's why I'm exploring philosophy, language, and maybe mathematics, because I want to explore the complexity of this world, and by you know delving in something I am interested, you know, like that's for sure. So I think that's all for this video. Okay. Oh, shit. I wanted to like make this video with my laptop and using my phone's camera for the microphone, but I just replaced this screen because the other screen was like already fucked up. You know, there are a bunch of glitches. I can see shit, so I have to replace it. And then after I replaced it, the camera doesn't work. I don't know why. Like probably there's something wrong with it. The cable. I don't think it's a driver's issue. You know, try to update it. It was no problem. I think it's like the problem is with the physical. It's a physical problem. Probably like the cable is not you know fully attached. I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to sleep. It's now like 1 a.m. or 2. I don't know. Go to sleep. Maybe read some books. I've been reading 1984. I haven't finished that book like for I don't know for breaks. Not really. Um, I've been trying to finish 1984, but I always have to go back again Okay, so the longest pages I have reached was like 54, I guess, 50ish. And I have to go back again to the first page because I was like, I wasn't really focused. Like, there's a huge gap between my reading session. Probably like 2 or 3 days I haven't read, and then I just lost all of the the picture that I have built reading 1984. So yeah, 20 minutes. Okay, bye, goodbye.